So for when we talk about continuity, it's either when it comes to a function at a certain value, it can be discontinuous or it can be continuous. For an example, if let's say, for an example, for a function, if we have to find its limit, so if let's say x approaches a, let's say for a function where maybe we have limit of f of x, then x approaches a. Now, if let's say we have substituted there that for it to be continuous, the limit of a function when you substitute the value of the limit, it must exist. So it must exist. So if it exists, then we'll say it is continuous. But I want to take a lot of few problems so that they explain different types of functions. For an example, if let's say we have f of x, which is equals to sine x, all divided by sine x minus cos x. So we're given a condition that the set of element is a set of element of real numbers when it comes to x. To say the domain is between, I'll just use it here. The domain is 0 is to 2 pi. Though it's not going to be clear. The domain for x is between 0 and 2 pi, to 2 pi. So which means for the function, for it to check if we determine if it's discontinuous, we need to check where is discontinuous between 0 and 2 pi. So normally, if let's say we have a fraction, so normally, what is it, the denominator? Normally, if it is 0, it makes the function to be non-real at a certain value, or it will to be discontinuous to say, not non-real, to be discontinuous. Which means if everything is 0 in the denominator, it makes the whole function discontinuous. So what we're going to do, we have to try and take, so let's say for an example, we let sine x equals to sine x minus cos x. So skipping a step here, equals to 0. If we let sine x minus cos x equals to 0, take the denominator, equate it equals to 0, and try and solve for x. So if we solve for x, here first of all, you're going to say sine x, we take cos to the other side, which is going to be equals to cos x. Or if you wanted, you could divide by cos x on both sides. Because remember, when you have to solve for x in trigonometric functions, you must have one function so you can apply the arc tan, arc sine, arc cos. So to have one function, we need to divide on both sides by cos. So we know that sine divided by cos is tan x. Therefore, cos x divided by cos x is equals to 1. So at least now we can solve for x. Likely the ratio here is positive, which means the initial reference, it will be our solution. So when you say arc tan x, what is the answer? Arc tan 1 to say. Because it will be our solution already, though this is the reference angle. So it is 45 degrees. So that is our solution, and again, it is a reference angle. So again, because we're given a domain between 0 and 2 pi, 2 pi, it is 360, right? It's 360 degrees. So between 0 and 360 degrees. So we can try further and say 180 plus, and say x is equals to 180 plus 45. What is the solution? It is 225 degrees. Or if we change it to radians, we can change it to radians. We can change it to radians because there everything is given in radians. But just know 2 pi as it represent the rotations or the measurement of angles in radians. Now we can try and figure out the values, we need to put it in the function. So if, let's say, for example, we prove now, if, for example, x is equals to 45 degrees, if it's equals to 45 degrees, then f of x, we'll say f of 45 equals to sine 45 all divided by sine 45 minus cos 45. So I want you to see, we know that sine 45 is 1 over root 2. And then cos 45 is 1 over root 2. So in the denominator, we're having 1 over root 2 minusing 1 over root 2. So I want you to see this. So I hope you see it's giving us a 0 there. So which means it will say what? An undefined, isn't it? It will say error in undefined, infinity. So which means the function discontinuous, so you need to specify when you're done proving that the function is discontinuous at x equals to 45 degrees, and or if you convert it to radians, we'll know the value. When we convert to radians, what do we have? It's equals to pi. When we convert to radians, what do you have? I'm trying to work it out here. So divide for me 180 over 45 over 180. 186. 45 over 180 over 4. So which means we have pi over 4. That's 45 degrees. So all in radians is pi over 4 radians. So trying to convert it, it's pi over 4. So, and again for 225, you will say 225 divided by 180. So if x is equals to 225 degrees, or you're saying 5 over 4. Yes. 5 over 4 pi. So it's 5 over 4 pi in radians. So 5 over 4 pi radians. So we check, just substitute at f225. Which value are you getting? But not to waste time, it is going to be the same. Dollars minus cos 225. So I hope you see, I think it will be the same because 270 will be, I think 1 over root 2. So it's the same thing. So having something, I think it's 1 over root 2, right? Therefore over 0 can be the same. So it is a discontinuous. To prove that the function is indeterminate, it says error. So therefore you can specify that. So this I'm just showing you how to prove, but you can just specify by substitutions. After you found the values 2225, substitute the calculator. If you get error, it means that the function is discontinuous. It means that it skips in that point. We'll put a word, maybe we can say it doesn't exist, but the function exists, but in that point, it is undefined. It's indeterminate. So normally, in way of concluding, you will say that at x is equals to, you can say 45 degrees, and x is equals to 225 degrees. F of x is discontinuous. It's discontinuous. So f of x, it is discontinuous. At x equals to 45 and 225 degrees, f of x is discontinuous. So that's how we prove the discontinuity of a function. The function is discontinuous or continuous, so that's how we prove So which means that at the other values, because the question that I said that we must answer, let's check where the function is discontinuous. Then which means it's discontinuous at x equals to 45 and 225. And given this domain at 0 to 360. We can even try another one, maybe at 2, which one can we try? Maybe at 275. At 275, what do you get? Just try and substitute 275 and see what you get.